Myles Garrett act like that. And then, but you tell no one. You sit on it for over a week.
It is hard to believe.
Yes.
But just to frame this, you remember the Riley Cooper episode with the Eagles. Riley Cooper, in that summer, it was training camp had just opened.
It was at a concert.
Country Western concert in Philadelphia. He's captured on cell phone video screaming the N-word in plural at black security guards. I'm going to whip all those.
I whip all you ends up in here.
Okay? And boy, it sent me over the edge. So the next day on ESPN, I'm saying, bridge burned, deal breaker, cut him.
Right.
And they sent him home for a couple of days, and then thanks in large part to Michael Vick, a captain of that team, they didn't welcome him back, but they accepted him back in the locker room. And I've asked Michael on this show about it here recently, fairly recently, I guess it was last year, but Michael said, I regret that.
And he said also Chip put him in a very uncomfortable situation.
Chip Kelly was the coach.
The head coach. And Skip, that's what normally happens. What happens is, it's kind of like Mr. McNair, the former Houston Texans owner, well, his son took over, if I'm not mistaken, Skip. When he said what he said, what do? They'll get a black, one of prominence, to go vouch for you. And so when he said what he said, what do? They get the leader of the team, the most prominent black, Michael Vick, to go vouch for him. This is our brother. We understand he made a mistake. Hell no. He made no mistake. What did the Eagles do, Skip? They gave him a contract extension.
They did. And soon after, Deshaun Jackson was gone.
Yeah. So after his best season.
You extend Riley Cooper after he said the N-word, but wait, Chip Kelly, you just cut Deshaun Jackson? Really? How can you justify that? Well, now Chip's gone.
And Skip, you know what? When people say that word, that ain't something that's all of a sudden, that's my first time using it. You said it.
I agree.
That ain't no word you just like, man, this is the first time, and I'm going to use it in this situation. See, Riley Cooper had a little bit to drink, Skip. You know, my grandma said, boy, there's three types of people that tell you the truth.
That's true.
Kids, drunk, and angry people. And he was drunk, so he was speaking his heart.
So this is my 2 cents on this issue. It concerns me to the point of paining me if I ever hear a false allegation of the use of the N-word, because I don't want that word drained of any of its poison. I don't want it weakened for future incidents in which white people then can sit back and say, oh, here we go again, playing the race card when there's no race card.
Yep, I agree, Skip.
You can't cry wolf if there's no wolf.
No.
So I hope there's a wolf here. But when it comes to Mason Rudolph, his attorney was just scathing in his response to Myles Garrett's accusation, because he said, the malicious use of this wild and unfounded allegation is an assault on Mason's integrity, which is far worse than the physical assault witnessed on Thursday. It can be.
Yeah.
It can be a career killer.
Yes.
For a white quarterback on a team that's obvious. I mean, every NFL team is majority black.
70, I think 70, 72, 74% of NFL players are black.
Okay.
The majority of the locker room is black. And so to know that a quarterback has used that word, I ain't looking at you the same, bro. Never. There's nothing you can say. I'm sorry. If you had 1,000 tongues, you couldn't say I'm sorry enough.
You couldn't. That's when you can't.
No, you ain't coming back from that.
You can't take it. If you're capable of uttering it and it leaves your lips,
Skip.
Over, done.
You remember when the incident with Draymond and LeBron. You see how LeBron reacted? He immediately turned around and said, bro, what you say?
The B word.
He called him the B word. You see how, and we're like, hold on. Wow. I mean, all Draymond did was seem to like kick him and like, why would LeBron act like this? So, and LeBron said, there's certain, look, I'm a father, I'm a husband, I'm a man. And there's certain things you can't say. So it led you to believe, even though you didn't know what was said until later, it led you to believe that Draymond said something that this man found highly offensive. So he reacted the way he did, and then he told you after the game, well, he said something that basically challenged my manhood.
That is true.
Myles Garrett came out there and said, I overreact, I can't do it.
And by the way, to finish that, what was the beginning of the end of Kevin Durant and the Golden State Warriors
he
on the bench?
He uttered the same words that he called LeBron, he told Kevin Durant that.
Out of anger.
Yes.
He called him the B word. And Kevin has recently said that was the beginning of the end.
Yeah.
Because the bridge is burned. You can't rebuild that bridge.
A man say that to another man? Bruh.
And listen, that's 1/100th to me of white man calling black man N-word.
That's 1 in 1 million.
Okay, thank you. I'll go there. All right?
Man, Skip, Skip, it's funny. Me and my sister was just having this conversation yesterday, and my sister's heavily in the church, and she reads. She's like, Shannon always tell me to read in my Bible. She's like, Shannon, what would you... I said, Libby, I thank God and I pray every night that he never places me in that situation. I say, because I'm not wrapped in the cloak of the Lord like you are. She said, Shannon, I'm just going to walk away. They can call me a B, they can call me this or that, call me the N-word. I'm just going to walk away. I said, Libby, I ain't strong like you. And I say, I pray every night, I fall on my knees, and I pray that he don't put me in that situation. Because I can't walk away, Skip.
So the NFL found no such evidence of the N-word. And obviously, their punishment strongly suggested they found no such evidence because they upheld the indefinite suspension. And last week, for the first time, Mason Rudolph had talked about the incident, and he did apologize for the back half of the incident. I should not have followed him toward the end zone to try to retrieve my helmet. That was on me. But he also restated he started it. That was Mason's position from the start.
But Skip, you know how this was what about. When you apologize, Skip, just say, I apologize. My actions should not have taken place. I fell below the standards that I've set for myself, the Steelers have for me as a professional, as an NFL player. But you can't say, well, bruh, this is football, he tackled you. Okay, great, he tackled me harder. Is there such a thing? He tackled me harder than he should have. What kind of bull BS is that?
I think in that moment, he over-tackled him, and he rolled on top of him because it was just a rub-it-in tackle on a screen pass on what could have been, felt like it might be the last play of the game. And Myles came completely unblocked on the screen pass and just took him down and rolled over on the top of him. And obviously, Mason took that personally. And is it possible he uttered the... It's still possible. I don't know. But he got mad, and then Myles got madder, and he was grabbing Myles' helmet. So Myles said, okay, I'm going to rip yours off your head.
And the thing is, Skip, if I'm a teammate of Mason Rudolph, and I hear him utter that, and I'm a black player, I'm going to twist his head off.
I would say. And I did, by the way, hear Cam Hayward, I watched him on tape last night, give an impassioned defense of Mason Rudolph. He did not utter that word. So it has played well in the Pittsburgh. They're still strongly, staunchly supporting their quarterback. So usually, if you've been around a guy for a couple of years, black guys around a white guy, you sort of get the drift. You know, you start to say, is he capable or not capable? And from what I saw and heard from Cam Hayward, he doesn't think he's capable. So just for the record, do we know that it was or wasn't? We don't.
I just, like I said, I mean, you can never say definitively, oh, no, he would never. I'm never going to say what a person...
can't say
that. Can't say that.
No.
I'm never going to say what a person would or wouldn't do, never, or always. There's no... There's always a chance, there's always a possibility. But it's just hard for me to believe that that word was uttered, and he was just so calm after the game and just like, I overreacted, I shouldn't have done that. I made my family, I made my teammates, this organization, the fans, everybody was watching this. He was just, calm and very matter of fact. No racial epithet was said, the N-word. Skip, if he had said, man, the man called me N-word, what y'all want me to do?
Game over.
Yes.
Yep.
I said, yeah, Mason.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, Myles, you should have whipped him. You ain't whip him, you ain't get him good enough. But, and I believe if he had said, if it can be proven, Mason Rudolph got to go. I ain't talking about for no counseling. He needs to, whatever the punishment is for Myles Garrett, he got to suffer the same such fate.
Well, he would suffer it in the big picture in that locker room because it'd be over.
Yeah.
It would be.
Yeah.
It's such a disappointing situation.
It's
eroded even further wherever the truth may lie. Gentlemen, really great points this morning.
NFL, y'all better stop leaking stuff, too.
No, I agree.
Still to come this morning, Patriots, Cowboys. Who are these guys picking? Find out next. Don't forget, you can check us out every day on the Fox Sports Channel on SiriusXM. We'll be right back.